Fishing for this individual national championship, I've got one national championship title. I really, really want this thing.
I'm nearly 2 pounds behind the leader. To catch them, I'm gonna have to have one of those unbelievable days. I'm just happy it's Saturday and I'm gonna be fishing at daylight.
With a 5-fish limit and they're 1.25 pounds to 1.5 pounds up right now, that's like a whole nother fish.
It's gonna be a big challenge. Man, I'm honored to be fishing against these guys.
For the first time ever, the Crappie Masters All-American Tournament Trail will crown an individual champion after a 3-day elimination tournament in which the teams fish solo, one angler, one pole, using only artificial bait, trying to catch their best 5 fish each day. On day 1, Matthew Rogers shot ahead of the pack with a whopping 5-fish bag of 9.40 pounds, followed closely by Chris Fields in second with 9.34. On day 2, it was Chris Fields with the heaviest 2-day total with 18.30, while Matthew Rogers' 18.15-pound bag dropped him to second. Now on day 3, all but 12 teams have been eliminated, and they're going to need to fish hard for a chance at the top spot on the leaderboard. It'll be a shootout for first place on Championship Saturday, and it's all starting right now. We start Championship Saturday with the current leader after 2 days on the water, Chris Fields. He's taking his time and just trying to cover a lot of water, and he has a very specific strategy designed to keep him from pressuring himself or the fish.
I have a 190, so really I have the rest of the day to look for 4 fish, so that makes life easier. I always look for, my goal is 1 fish an hour. One tournament fish an hour is what I shoot for. So I'd call that my 7 o'clock fish, and then I'll be looking for my 8 o'clock fish. Yeah, so I'm just trying to cover a lot of water. Fish are not really on structure. There's nothing really special that they're on. So I'm just putting my trolling motor in high, covering a lot of water, and trying to find little pods of fish, and then catch a few out of it and move on. So I got 6 and 6, 7 in about an hour. So I guess that weight's off my back. Got some upgrading to do. I think I'll be all right. Always the big thing is catch 5 fish first. So it's 7:41 right now and I got 5 fish. So that weight's off my back now. Now I can just look for big fish.
Shannon Porter ended day 1 in 12th place and barely made the cut on day 2. As a local, he feels he may have an advantage going into Championship Saturday.
It's anybody's ball game. There's some of them, Matthew's got a good, comfortable lead on everybody, but you know, it can all twist and turn on this river any day. This thing changes overnight, just like the fish that left out on me when it mudded up. But, you know, I run all over and fish against these guys all the time, and they're tough, and they adapt well and quick. So they'll figure it out. You know, I'm going more to my home waters that I like to fish on this end of the river. I don't know why I ended up, well, actually, during early pre-fishing, I was on a bunch of fish down south, and the water fell out, and I was having difficulty crossing a road. So I bailed Wednesday and come back north and found a few fish. It was enough to get me on the board Thursday pretty good. Like I said, Friday fell out for me, so I made the cut. So we're back home today. We're gonna see what happens today.
Bass tank fisherman Robert Carlisle has won championship tournaments on the Ouachita River before. But today he's already been fishing for 40 minutes, and this is his first fish.
It gets crappie. That one makes a difference. I'm going to be in trouble. So, first fish of the day, throwing it back.
Carlisle moved to a new position, and the gamble panned out. He bagged 2 keepers in less than 5 minutes.
Heck yeah. you in the live well, but I will put you in the live well.
Your national champions, TJ and Alex Palmer.
Crappie Masters All-American Tournament Trail is brought to you by American Ethanol, Humminbird, HH Rods and Reels, Genco Fishing, The Bass Tank, and these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to Crappie Masters. Matthew Rogers is currently in second place and has spent a lot of time in a small cove in the southern part of the Ouachita River, but today is starting in one of his other spots.
Today I put it at a different ramp to try to be able to fish till 2:30. I didn't feel comfortable fishing till 2:30, putting in way down south. I just wanted to give myself plenty of time to get back, because especially after the first day, I ran into a train, had to take a detour, so felt safer putting in a different ramp. Didn't really change my rotation, besides maybe just the timing a little bit. I mean, I went through the same areas. Just something's changed with either maybe the fish are biting a little bit later in the day, maybe the big fish that I found are biting better in the morning, because I got on where I caught my big fish yesterday. They're a little tiny guy. I only probably got about 6 pounds probably at most right now, so pretty tough today, struggling really bad. I ain't got nothing figured out. The little fish in that area would bite, but I mean, anything over like 1.25 pounds would just shoot over to it and look at it. And I tried everything. I put a bladed jig on. I tried a lot of different stuff, just see if there was something different or if they'd react to it better. And nothing. I couldn't get nothing to work in there. So I'm gonna run around a little bit, see if I can't get a good time to go back and try it again, maybe.
Billy Don Surface starts championship Saturday in 6th place.
This is the main spot that I've fished the last 2 days. What I've done is just come in and got the fish that I thought would keep me up in the standings there, but apparently I've got more out of it than what was in here. I've probably caught 10 fish, and the biggest one I have is maybe a 105. I've got 5 little ones in there. I got about 4.5 pounds, I'm guessing. But I think they're gone, or either I've caught them, but I figured they might replenish, but just ain't seeing nothing. But still got a lot of time to go. You know, 30 minutes, you can change the whole day.
Trey Underwood currently sits in 3rd place and has spent a lot of the 3 days in a private spot, mostly to himself.
What makes this place special is it's blocked off. There's one way in, one way out, and it's real hard to get in. And really got pretty lucky, honestly, with that rain on Tuesday, because this river was on a pretty good fall. And so it rose just enough, and it's been staying at this level. So it's kind of kept, fishermen out and kept the fish in. So kind of perfect situation, and, got lucky. So came in here first day one. Again, I had a rough day on day one, and I knew I wanted to get in here. So I rolled the dice, and I had a real rough time getting in, but it went a little better than I thought. And came in here and caught 8 pounds in an hour and 15 minutes. So I felt pretty good about it. The first day I was catching them out here roaming. I mean, they were just everywhere. Yesterday, the fish got in the bushes. So I had to get up in the bushes and actually shake the trees out. I would grab branches, I'd run the troll motor up in there, and I caught my 2 biggest fish, 1, 2, and 1 right at 2. Within, I would say, 15, 30 minutes. I've checked the bushes. They're not really up in there yet. They've been roaming, but I'm seeing less fish out here, so I'll probably, as the sun gets up, gets a little warmer, I'll probably start hitting these bushes and just try to catch that, those 2 fish that I need. Came in this morning and I had 7+ pounds by 6:45. I had my 5 fish, around 7 pounds, and that's the main thing I wanted to do. I felt confident I could do that. So I've been here 2 minutes. I'm gonna need them to get bigger than that, but I'll take that.
Crappie Masters All-American Tournament Trail is brought to you by the National Corn Growers Association, Minn Kota, Power Pole, Millennium Marine, Ozark Rods, and these other fine sponsors. The tournament leader after day 2, Chris Fields, has had this little honey hole all to himself. It's normally not accessible from the main river, but high waters have made it possible for him to get into the area and take his time.
I moved out here in the deeper water, and for some reason those fish have relocated out here to 20, 21 feet of water and just suspended about 10 feet deep. So I found a pod of fish out here and catching them pretty good. They like to bite. They aren't very hard to catch, so everything's been going good there. A little worried this morning because my fish weren't where they have been being, and I just bumped out a little bit because I couldn't go in. Everybody's been talking about water in the woods. It's in the woods here too. So I couldn't go in, so I just bumped out, and that's where they were. Lucky for me. He's in wide open water. We're in 22 feet of water, and he was about 10 feet deep. Not a fish I need, but I'm not gonna take him for granted either.
Millennium Marine angler Tony Hughes is in 5th place with a full live well, but his weights aren't as high as he had hoped.
Well, today's been slow for me. I've caught several fish, but I just can't seem to catch the big ones. I had a pretty good one on this morning and lost the boat. That one would have really helped me a lot today, but that's fishing. I'm hoping that if I can get one more good fish, I'll have what I had both days. Right now, I'm gonna be shy of probably 3/4 of a pound shy of what I've had, I think. But I'm looking for that one big one right now is all I'm looking for. And yesterday I hooked a big one right in here, and I'm hoping maybe he forgot about yesterday and he's hungry again. Ooh, there's a good one right yonder. Must not have been as close as I thought it was to it. Got him. Ain't as big as I thought. Don't think he'll help. That ain't gonna help me.
Richard Falk was fishing with his wife Ashley when they won on Lake Washington. Now he's on his own with a full live well and continues to try to upgrade. Jeffrey Kwine sits in 7th place today. His first 3 fish on the line weren't keepers, but after having moved to a new spot, keepers are starting to fill up his live well.
Where'd it? Where'd it?
The afternoon was active as well, but will he catch a big enough bag to change the top 5? That answer is just ahead on Crappie Masters. Welcome back to day 3 of the National Individual Championship. Trey Underwood is in 3rd, trailing 2nd place by nearly 2 pounds. However, less than a pound separates him from the 3 places under him.
I'm scanning out up to 50 feet when I'm roaming this open water and try to find a good fish, and we'll zoom in to see if I can catch them. But I'm fishing a lot slower than I've been fishing. You know, just not moving as fast because there's so much structure under here. I mean, you can miss them. Probably 14-inch fish. May not, probably only weigh a pound. He looked big. I know there's 5 more 2-pounders in here. I just gotta find them. I've seen a couple today. Just didn't get them to bite. So I'm running close to 1.5 pound average. So if I can pick up two of those fish, I'll feel really good. I feel like I'm gonna have to weigh at least 9 pounds today to stay in 3rd place. You know, I got Robert Carlisle and Tony Hughes and Billy Don, Richard Falk. I mean, these guys, man, they can throw up 10 pounds any second. So I said I want to go to the scales with 9 pounds today. I think I can do it. It's going to take 2 fish, and I can get there.
Matthew Rogers led day 1, but is now in 2nd and in a very tight fight for the top spot.
Not very big. I don't think he'll help me. I wish if I had my scale, I could tell you a real accurate number on what I have, but I'm guessing myself right around 6 pounds, but I'll check this fish. I'm not sure which one is my smallest. I'll have to check a couple of them. I normally cull with a scale. I'm terrible with this. Definitely not gonna outweigh that one. I believe that's my smallest one. So, healthy fish though, pretty. Looks like a male, just starting to lose his color. I could have a little more than what I think, but I wish I had about 3 more pounds than what I think. You know, if my small fish right now, I'd say it's probably, I don't know, it might be 1 pound. So, well, it'd be a little, probably I have a couple maybe under 1 pound. So 1.5 pound fish or 1.75 pound fish would just go a super long ways. You know, if I could catch a couple 1.5 pounders, I'd feel confident that I'm not gonna drop down more than a spot maybe. But we were 2 pounds, right around 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds ahead. So me and Chris, so I'm not too sure what's gonna happen.
Chris Fields is the one to beat, and he's not stopping until the last minute.
There he goes. We're probably just over 7. Again, I only have one fish that I'd like to keep all day, but we're steadily going up.
What you got on him?
120. Oops, sorry about that.
Time on the water is winding down and the boats are coming in. All are anxious and eager to find out who will reign as the first ever Crappie Masters individual tournament champion.
Yeehaw! Be different if I had a big old weight. I feel like I did the best I could do. I'm a little bit better than I was yesterday, I think. Not quite as good as I was day 1. Caught a lot of fish, just couldn't find that 221 like before. Matthew Rogers probably has 10 pounds knowing him.
It's time to find out. Let's get to your top 5. In 5th place, Millennium Marine angler Tony Hughes hangs on with a 3-day weight of 24.26. In 4th, Trey Underwood drops down a spot with 25.38 pounds. Representing the Bass Tank, Robert Carlisle moves up to take over 3rd with 25.70 pounds. And here's the shootout. Who will win?
All right. We need 762 for a championship. 762, does he get it? He does! 872, 3-day weight, 2702. Your individual national champion, Chris Fields!
In 2nd place, Matthew Rogers holds on with a 3-day weight of 25.91. Here's how the rest of the field finished this elimination-style tournament.
Man, it feels great. It feels great. The best part about it is beating these guys that I know are great fishermen. You know, proving that I can compete with them. It's a great feeling.
I'm really pleased with the 2nd place because I've struggled like relentlessly down here. So this place kicks my butt. I know what I need to do. I just lose my self-control and just can't control my emotions, and that's 95% of it, I think.
Next week, the teams are back together again, fishing all out for the chance to bring it all home on Kentucky Lake. That's next week on the Crappie Masters All-American Tournament Trail.